Hi, my name is Sarah and welcome to Movement Yoga. Today is another requested video. It's a little power flow. It's a short class, but it's going to be one that is more catered towards people who have a bit of an intermediate or advanced practice. So if you're a beginner, I would probably recommend checking out maybe another video. This is going to be a great class just to get your heart going, maybe a little bit of cardio. We're going to play around with a little bit of flexibility, but also strength. Also, if you like this style of video, please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. I love to connect with you guys. Also, like the video and subscribe to the channel because it's a simple way that you can support free online yoga videos. Anyways, when you're ready, get your space set up. We won't need any props. You'll just need your mat and yourself, and we'll begin the class. So when you're ready, we're going to start the class in a child's pose. So you can either have your knees together or your knees out wide. Just walk your arms forward and allow your heart and your forehead to drop onto the mat. We're just going to take these first few moments of the class just to ground down, really utilizing these moments of stillness. It's essential when we practice stronger classes and sequences. The yang energy becomes very strong. So we need to balance it out with yin. So the more settling, grounding, softer, stiller energy. So when you arrive in your child's pose, just take a nice long inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Take a moment just to feel into your heart space and just notice how your heart feels today. Then when you're ready, nice and slow, let's begin to walk our hands back and come into a tabletop position. So just to begin to warm up the spine, we're going to take a couple of moving cat-cows. This is what I refer them to. So if you've never done this with me before, you're going to start in your tabletop position. Then you're going to sink your belly, shine your heart forward as you draw your sit bones back. Then from here, begin to sink your hips down towards your heels. Then when you arrive, begin to round through the back as you tuck your chin, come back up into your hands and your knees. Exhale, sink the belly, shine the heart, draw the hips back. Inhale, round forward. Exhale. Inhale, round forward. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, round forward. And then exhale, come into a neutral tabletop position. From here, straight away, ground down through the left hand. Extend the right arm and the left leg back. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Take an inhale, reach out. And then as you exhale, draw your elbow towards your knee, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Quickly bring your right hand down, left knee down, and we'll take it over to the other side. Left arm forward, right foot back. Take an inhale, reach out, create length. And then as you exhale, round in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round in. Inhale, reach out. Last one. Exhale, round in. Then come back into your tabletop position. Take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Then from here, still in your tabletop position, tuck your toes. And then when you're ready, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, push into your hands and then begin to hover your knees just slightly off the mat. Feel the energy as it activates through the core. Keep a little micro bend through the elbows and just push into the earth. Breathe into the space. Nice and steady in and out through the nose. Then slowly bring the knees down. Sit back on the heels and just bring your hands onto your thighs and close your eyes. Take that moment of stillness just very quickly. Allow yourself to drop right into the body and just notice what you feel. Then we come back into our tabletop position. So we're just going to add a little bit more. Prepare by tucking the toes. Navel draws up towards the spine. Begin to hover the knees up. Then from here, you're going to sink the right heel so it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. Begin to turn towards the right side as you lift your right arm up and kick your left leg out. Then nice and slow, right hand comes back down. Pivot to the other side. Heel of the left foot comes down. Left arm comes up. Right leg extends out. 2 more on each side. Left hand comes down. Pivot. Left leg out. Right arm up. Right hand down. Right leg out, left arm up. Once more. Left leg out, right arm up. Right hand down. Right leg out, left arm up. Slowly come back to your tabletop with your knees lifted. Squeeze everything up, connect to the breath. Then nice and slow, push back into your downward facing dog. Take a nice long clearing breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Then from here, take an inhale, draw the right leg up towards the ceiling. Rise nice and high on the ball of the left foot, and then step your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. So we're going to find a lizard pose. So if you need to, take your back foot out just a little bit. Keep drawing the back thigh up as you sink into the front hip. Then from here, we're just going to find a couple of bounces. So just allow your pelvic floor to come down towards the earth. And just let the bounce come naturally. So don't really force it. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, ground your left hand down and begin to inhale your right arm up. Eye gaze goes up. Keep drawing your back heel towards the back of your mat. Take a breath here and then slowly reach your right hand towards the back of your mat. Then from here, begin to straighten your front leg. Come onto the heel of the front foot as you reach your fingertips just to touch in front of the mat. Exhale, plant the foot, bend the knee, stretch the arm back towards the back of the mat. Inhale, straighten the front leg, come onto the heel, touch the top of the mat. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, reach back. On your next inhale, bring your right hand back towards the top of the mat into your lizard pose, and then step back into your downward dog. Take a nice long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, left leg draws up, rise nice and high onto the ball of the right foot, step the left foot to the outer edge of the left hand. Align your lizard pose, make sure your back thigh is lifting up and engaged. Take a moment here, and then find a couple of pulses with the hip. So just let it come naturally, try not to force it. Just a little bouncing, just working to the fascia of the hips. Connecting to that breath. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ground your right hand down. Inhale, left arm draws up, reach up towards the ceiling. Then nice and slow, reach towards the back of the mat. Then as you inhale, straighten the front leg, come onto the heel, touch your fingertips towards the top of the mat. Begin to bend into the front knee, reach back. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach forward. Exhale, bend into the knee, reach back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bend, reach back. Strong legs. Inhale, reach forward. This time, plant the hand, find your lizard pose once again, and then step back into your downward facing dog. When you arrive, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Once more like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Then nice and slow, take an inhale, rise into the balls of your feet. Draw your chin towards your chest and wave yourself forward into your plank position. Draw your navel in towards your spine, ground down through your hands. Find a slight rounding of your shoulders. Connect to your breath here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way onto the belly, untuck the toes, bring the hands by the side. We find our Cobra Pose. Push into the tops of the feet, ground down through your hands. As you inhale, lift your heart up a little higher. As you exhale, lift your feet up off the mat. As you inhale, lift your hands up off the floor. As you exhale, lift your feet a little higher. As you inhale, lift everything up, find the strength in your back body. And then on your next breath, flex your feet, plant your hands, and push up into an upward dog. Feel the strength of your hands, keep a little micro bend in the elbows, feel the buoyancy. Keep drawing your heels back. Find your breath. Then from here, keep your left toes tucked, point your right toes towards the back of the mat. Prepare, and then as you exhale, round as you draw your knee towards your nose. Then slowly extend out. Find your three-legged downward facing dog. Take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, rise into the ball of the left foot. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and then plant your foot at the top of the mat. With grace and control, rise. Find your crescent lunge. Keep a micro bend in the back knee. Connect to a nice, steady, even breath. Nice and slow, pivot your back foot and open out into your warrior two. Take your eye gaze over your middle finger. Feel the strength of your legs. Feel the connection towards the earth and towards the sky. Then slowly begin to straighten your front leg. Begin to take your eye gaze towards your left foot and then sink your hips down. Find your Skandasana pose. You can bring your hands onto the floor or in front of your heart. Keep drawing up through the crown of your head. Right heel is grounding down. Then nice and slow rise. Plant the right foot at the top of the mat. Frame your front foot and then step back into a plank position. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Then hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the belly down. Align your Cobra Pose. Push into the tops of the feet. Prepare your hands as you inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift your feet. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, lift your feet a little higher. Inhale, lift everything up. Activate the back body. And then as you exhale, flex your feet, plant your hands. Push up into your upward facing dog. Keep your toes tucked. Pump your heart forward towards the top of the mat. Find your breath. Then keep your right toes tucked, point your left toes towards the back of the mat. Draw your navel in towards your spine and then nice and slow round forward as you draw your knee towards your nose. Then slowly extend out, three-legged downward dog. And when you're ready, rise high into the ball of the foot. Draw your knee in towards your chest and plant your foot at the top of the mat. Take an inhale, rise. Crescent lunge. Keep a micro bend in the back knee. Magnetize your feet towards each other. Find your breath. And just settle into the sensations of the feet. Then nice and slow, open out into your warrior two. Take your eye gaze over your middle finger. Feel the strength of your legs. Then nice and slow, straighten your front leg. Take your eye gaze towards your back foot. Bend into that knee as you sink your hips down. Find your Skandasana. Keep drawing up through the crown of your head. If you want to, you can bring your hands onto the floor. Feel the strength here. Then nice and slow, pivot back towards the top of the mat. Come into the ball of the back foot. Frame your front foot. Step back, plank position. For a count of 3, 2, 1. Push back, downward facing dog. Take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Like that again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, wave forward. Plank position. Squeeze the muscles to the bones as you find the midline. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your Cobra Pose. Prepare your hands. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift your feet. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, lift your feet. Inhale, lift everything up. And then on your next breath, flex your feet and push up into your upward facing dog. Keep your toes tucked. Navel drills in towards the spine. Pump your heart towards the top of the mat. Then nice and slow, point your right toes towards the back of the mat. Prepare, and then as you exhale, draw your knee towards your nose, round the shoulders. Then nice and slow, extend back. Three-legged downward dog. Breathe into the space. Then this time, inhale nice and high. Draw your right knee up, and then you're going to plant your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Find your lizard pose once again. Take a moment here. Ground down through your left hand. Lift your chest and round through your shoulders. Extend your right arm forward. Then nice and slow, you're going to draw your knee in towards your chest as you shoot your left foot out towards your right hand. See if you can touch your hand. Keep pushing up. Then nice and slow, step back. Right hand is still lifted. 2 more like this. Knee draws in, shoot it out, touch the toes. Exhale, step back. Inhale to prepare. Shoot the leg forward, touch the toes, push into the hands, lift the hips up. And then exhale, step back. Find your lizard pose. Draw your heel back, draw your heart forward. Then slowly step your left foot to the outer edge of your left hand. Find your yogi squat, sink your hips down. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Keep pulling up through the crown of the head as you push you push your feet in towards the earth. Then nice and slow, plant your hands. Step back into a downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, rise into the balls of the feet, wave yourself forward, find your high plank. Connect to the midline, feel the strength. Nice, steady, even breaths. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cobra pose. Push into the hands. Inhale, lift the heart. Squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, lift the feet. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, lift your feet. Inhale, lift everything up. Feel the strength of your back body. Then as you exhale, flex your feet. Push up into your upward facing dog. Pump your heart forward as you squeeze your inner thighs. Make sure your toes are tucked. Then point your left toes towards the back of your mat. Prepare. And then as you exhale, knee to nose as you round in. Then slowly extend, 3-legged downward dog. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, rise nice and high into the ball of the right foot. And then step your left foot next to your left hand. Find your lizard pose. Draw the heel back. Take a moment here. Keep pushing into the right hand, round through your shoulders, and lift up. Find a little lifting so you've got space to bring your leg through. Left hand reaches forward, and then when you're ready, draw your right knee in towards your chest, and then shoot the leg out. See if you can touch your toes. Step back, realign, prepare, draw the knee in, shoot it out, touch the toes, step back. Once more, feel the strength, connect to your breath, draw your knee in towards your chest, shoot the leg out, touch the toes. Venti's cheering for you, my little bird. And then find your lizard pose. Ground down through your hands, draw your right heel back. And then nice and slow, step your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand, sink your hips down, find your yogi squat, take an inhale, draw your arms up. Keep reaching up through the crown of your head as you push down into the soles of your feet. Connect to a nice, steady, even breath. Then plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Nice long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And just chill. Just drop into whatever it is that you feel. Notice the energy, notice the heat. Then from here, inhale, float your right leg up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, round in, draw your right knee towards your right tricep to touch. Inhale, come back into your 3-legged dog. This time, right knee towards the left tricep. Pivot your back foot so it's parallel to the short edge. Lift your left arm and then extend your right leg out. Push into the earth, lift your hips up. Then slowly bring your right foot towards the mat in line with your right hand and arc up into your fallen triangle. Breathe into the shape. Slowly with control, bring your left hand down. Draw your right knee out. Pivot your left heel and come up into a side plank on the left side. Draw your right arm up, right knee up. Find your breath. Then slowly drop your right toes. behind you as you arc your heart up into your wild thing. Nice and slow, take your eye gaze towards the top of the mat. Draw your right knee up, gather your core, and either use your hand or try without, and step your foot to the top of the mat for 3, 2, 1. Come into your revolved lunge, right arm comes up, eye gaze goes up. So you exhale, bring your right hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, left leg draws up, rise nice and high onto the ball of the right foot. When you're ready, prepare left knee to left tricep. Inhale, extend out, 3-legged dog. Left knee to right tricep, and then slowly pivot the back heel, extend the right arm up, and point the left toes out. Find a lift, hold, and then slowly bring the left foot down in line with the left hand. Align for your fallen triangle, lift your heart up towards the ceiling. Then nice and slow, right hand comes down, extend your left knee up towards the ceiling as you pivot your right heel, find your side plank on the right side. Draw your left arm up, left knee up. Then slowly step back into your wild thing. Arc your heart up towards the ceiling. Then nice and slow, take your eye gaze towards the top of your mat. You either carry your foot or see if you can practice to control the floating of your left leg towards the top of the mat for 3, 2, 1. Left foot comes down, left arm comes up, eye gaze goes up, find your revolved lunge. Then nice and slow, left hand comes down, step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Then from here, we're going to take 3 frog hops. So little hops into our handstands. So I want you to ground down through your hands. Take an inhale, rise nice and high onto the balls of the feet. As you exhale, bend your knee, load your spring, and hop. Inhale to prepare, exhale to hop. Inhale to prepare, exhale to hop. And then nice and slow, find your way into your Yogi Squat. Bring your hands down and then bring them in towards your heart in a prayer position. Push your elbows into your knees into your elbows. Are you feeling it? Because I am. I hope we're in this together. Take a nice long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Then with control, come all the way down onto your sit bones. Straight away, lift your legs, find your boat pose. Lift your heart, squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Feel the strength of the legs as you squeeze them together as one. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then slowly, slowly begin to lower your legs down. Come into your low boat. Keep drawing your navel in. And then come all the way onto your back. Draw your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a nice big squeeze. Then from here, keep your legs together, knees bent, cactus your arms, and allow your knees to drop over to the right side. Take your eye gaze in the opposite direction of your knees and just begin to chill. Notice the energy as it's moving through you. Find that grace and that flow as your breath moves in and out through the nose. Slowly bring your knees back towards center. Squeeze everything in, wrap your arms around your shin, and then cactus your arms once again and allow your knees to fall over to the other side. Take your eye gaze in the opposite direction. And just find that ease of breath once again. Slowly, slowly come back through center. Draw both of your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Draw your forehead towards your knees. And then slowly shoot your legs forward. Bring your feet to the corners of your mat. Melt the back of your heart down. Extend your arms out. Take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Really noticing your relationship to gravity in this moment and just sinking in. Allowing the earth to catch all of your weight as we come into our Shavasana. Notice how your heart feels. Notice how your breath feels. And really just give yourself the time to integrate all of this energy that we've stirred up. Once again, recognizing that as much as we can invoke this yang style of energy, that we need this yin to really balance it out. So spend a couple of moments here just noticing the breath as it comes in through the nose and out through the nose. Now, if you would like, you can stay here a little bit longer. Just listen to your body, just see what it needs. If not, if you're ready to come out, just begin to draw your knees in towards your chest. Bring gentle movements back into the fingers and the toes, and then just roll onto your side. Just take this moment here to feel the connection to the earth. Slowly begin to rise. Make your way up into a seated position. Nice and comfortable. Bring your hands in front of your heart and close your eyes. We'll just end this class with one last breath cycle. So take a nice, long, deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, side release. Letting go of any unnecessary tension and energy that you don't need in this moment. I hope that you enjoyed this class, that you're feeling a little bit more energized. Please be sure to let me know how you go, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you and namaste.